Good morning, students. Now in this lecture we will discuss the topic refrigeration system components. In the refrigeration system component, we have discussed the component like compressor, expansion and condenser. Okay. So basically we have discussed the topic compressor, condenser and expansion device. So the last device which is used in the refrigeration system, evaporator, I will discuss in this lecture. Okay. So evaporator is a device which is used in low pressure side of the refrigeration system. The function of evaporator is to absorb the heat from the substance or the medium which is to be cooled or from which the heat is to be extracted. Okay. So and this is the basic function of a evaporator. And after evaporation it means as we have told you that the function of evaporator is to absorb the heat from the substance, and then this is done by when the liquid refrigerant from the expansion device enters into the evaporator. The liquid refrigerant at low pressure will absorb the heat from the substance or the cooling medium to which we have to cool. The liquid vapor refrigerant is converted into the vapor refrigerant, and this low pressure vapor refrigerant is sent to the compressor. So this is the basic function of evaporator. The evaporator always it is cooled due to two reasons. First is the temperature of evaporator coil is low due to low temperature of refrigerant inside the coil. And second, the low temperature of refrigerant remains unchanged because any heat it absorbed is converted to latent heat as boiling proceeds. Okay, so this is the two reasons. That's why evaporator is always cold. Okay. So I have discussed the function of evaporator. Now evaporator may be classified as follows. According to the operating conditions, it is a two type: flooded type evaporator and dry or direct expansion type evaporator. Next, according to the type of constructions, evaporators are bare tube coil evaporator, fin tube evaporator, plate evaporator, cell and tube evaporator, cell and coil evaporator, tube in tube evaporator. So one by one we will discuss this type of evaporator. So the first type, according to the flow of refrigerant, according to the operating conditions, the type is flooded evaporator. In flooded evaporator there is an accumulated. This is a floating chamber, and this is the floating valve, baffle, compressor inlet. It's a compressor inlet. This is the evaporator. Okay. So in this flooded evaporator, here always a level of liquid refrigerant is maintained in the evaporator. The level of liquid refrigerant is always maintained. Okay. उसके बिलो यहाँ का लेवल हमें नहीं जाने देना है. होता है क्या, जैसे ये लिक्विड रेफ्रिजरेंट इन करेगा इवेपोरेटर में, and this liquid refrigerant will boil in the evaporator and it will convert to the liquid vapor mixture. That means it will vaporize. अब जैसे ही इस इवेपोरेटर में ये लिक्विड रेफ्रिजरेंट वेपर में कन्वर्ट होगा, वैसे यहाँ पे ये रेफ्रिजरेंट का लेवल कम होगा, रेफ्रिजरेंट क्या होगा, लिक्विड का लेवल कम होगा. सो फुलफिल दैट लेवल, द रेफ्रिजरेंट विल फ्लो थ्रू द एक्यूमुलेटर टू द इवेपोरेटर. अब जैसे एक्यूमुलेटर से रेफ्रिजरेंट फ्लो होगा इवेपोरेटर में, तो एक्यूमुलेटर का लेवल भी लो होगा, तो जैसे एक्यूमुलेटर का लेवल क्या होगा, लो होगा. सो मेंटेनिंग दिस एक्यूमुलेटर रेफ्रिजरेंट लेवल, the refrigerant from the floating chamber will enter to the accumulator. As the floating chamber refrigerant will enter to the accumulator, then the level of this refrigerant also falls, and due to that float valves will downwards, and that float control valve opens, and due to that liquid refrigerant from receiver enter into the float chamber. So this is the working of the flooded evaporator. That means ki always a level of liquid refrigerant maintained inside the evaporator. Okay, as the liquid vapor come into the accumulator, so there is a baffle, and the baffles work as for the separation of liquid refrigerant, and the liquid refrigerant drops inside in the bottom of accumulator, and the vapor refrigerant will flow off, and it will move to the compressor. Okay, the suction line is attached here, the compressor suction line is attached, so the compressor will suck this vapor refrigerant, only the liquid refrigerant will drop out in the accumulator. So this is the working of the evaporator. Okay, next is the dry expansion evaporator. So in the dry expansion evaporator, relatively little refrigerant as compared to flooded evaporator, having the same coil balloon is used here. Okay, so in dry expansion cylinder, the liquid refrigerant from the receiver is fed by expansor valve to the evaporator coil. In this evaporator coil, the liquid refrigerant is vaporized by time, and it reaches at the end of the evaporator coils or the suction line to the compressor. The vapor is also superheated. It may be noted that in dry expansion system, the refrigerant does not recirculate within the evaporator as in the fluided type evaporator. Okay. So the rate at which the liquid refrigerant is fed to the evaporator generally depends upon the rate of vaporization and increases or decreases according to the load on the evaporator. Okay. So when the cooling load on evaporator is light, the quantity of liquid refrigerant in the evaporator is small. We know that when the liquid refrigerant passes through the expansion valve, some vapor is formed. The flash gases causes bubbles in the evaporator. As the refrigerant vaporizes, the bubble gets larger and the coil diameter is small. So bubble can cause dry areas in the interior wall of the coil. So these dry areas reduces the rate of heat transfer. So the evaporator efficiency decreases as dry area increases. That is when the load on the evaporator is light. If the cooling when the load light, okay. If the cooling load on evaporator is heavy, the expansion valve always a larger quantity of liquid refrigerant into the evaporator coil in order to accommodate the heavy load. Okay. So ये कह रहा है कि अगर smaller load है इस पे, तो low liquid refrigerant enter करेगा and that will cause the form of bubble, and that bubble will or the larger size, bubble larger size की होगी और इसकी coil diameter smaller होगी, तो ये क्या करेगा इसे तो वहां पे ये इसकी एफिशिएंसी को डिक्रीज कर देते हैं. ठीक है, क्योंकि ये इंटीरियर वाल को ड्राई कर देगा, और ड्राई वाल जो होगा वो हीट ट्रांसफर को रिड्यूस करते हैं. तो ये था आपका ड्राई एक्सपेंशन. ठीक, ये क्या था आपका ड्राई एक्सपेंशन. नेक्स्ट आता है बेयर ट्यूब कॉइल इवेपोरेटर. Bare tube coil evaporator, that means simply a bare tube is used as evaporator. Liquid refrigerant from the receiver is through expansor wall enter into the evaporator, and that evaporator will absorb the heat from the substance, and then it is vaporized, and that vapor refrigerant moves to the compressor. This is the simple tube bare tube coil evaporator. Next is the finned tube evaporator. That means for extending the surface area, fins are used here like condensers. Here fin tube evaporators are used. Liquid refrigerant will enter into this. This is the extended plates that will generate more surface contour, more contour surface area. Due to that, more heat is absorbed from the cooling coil, and by this evaporator, liquid refrigerant is converted into a vapor refrigerant. This is the fin type evaporator. Next is the plate evaporator. That means in the plate evaporator, liquid refrigerant is made in the plate. That means if the two plates are joined, so middle of so between them this bare tube is passed, or this tube is embedded into the plates, and liquid refrigerant will enter, and due to this plate evaporator, it will absorb the heat and the liquid refrigerant will gets vaporized. Okay, तो ये प्लेट टाइप का evaporator होता है. देन आता है क्या, सेल एंड ट्यूब evaporator. जैसे कंडेंसर में पड़ा है सेल एंड ट्यूब, वैसे यहाँ पे भी लिक्विड रेफ्रिजरेंट इन करता है, और यहाँ पे कई सारे ट्यूब बने हुए, यहाँ से लिक्विड इन होता है, चिल्ड लिक्विड आउट होता है. पर्टिकुलर मीडियम जो कि यहाँ पे यूज हो रहा है, और ये देखेंगे वफल्स वगैरह लगे हुए थे, वफल्स के थ्रू ये लिक्विड मूव करता है. थर्मोस्टेटिक एक्सटेंशन वाल्व होता है, यहाँ से इसे मूव करने को evaporator से. ये सेल एंड ट्यूब evaporator होता है. पर्टिकुलर एक सेल होता है, उसमें ट्यूब बनी होती है, उस ट्यूब के थ्रू ये रेफ्रिजरेंट फ्लो करता है, एंड कंटिन्यूस लिक्विड रेफ्रिजरेंट वेपर रेफ्रिजरेंट में कन्वर्ट हो जाता है. नेक्स्ट आता है सेल एंड कॉइल. सेल एंड कॉइल evaporator में क्या है, पर्टिकुलर एक सेल होता है, उसमें जो लिक्विड रेफ्रिजरेंट है वो एक कॉइल के रूप में होता है, खासकर स्पाइरल या एलिकल सेल में होता है. पर्टिकुलरली ये इसमें मूव करेगा. मूव करने के बाद क्या होगा, यहाँ से वाटर इन हो रहा है, ये वाटर आउट हो रहा है. टैंक में सेल है, कूलिंग कॉइल है, एंड दैट कूलिंग कॉइल विल absorb the heat from this water, and the liquid refrigerant will convert into the vapor form. So this is the cell and coil. Now tube in tube, that means कि यहाँ पे हम देख सकते हैं एक ट्यूब के अंदर दूसरा ट्यूब बनेगा, उसमें जो कूलिंग मीडियम अलग अलग है. आप देखिए ये एक ट्यूब है, इस ट्यूब में यहाँ पे ये ट्यूब बनी हुई है अंदर, जिसमें लिक्विड टू बी कूल्ड, जिस लिक्विड को कूल करना वो इसके अंदर फ्लो कर रहा है, और ये बाहर से जो एक दूसरे ये जो लिक्विड है, ये लिक्विड ट्यूब इज एम्बेडेड इनसाइड द अनदर ट्यूब, and that another tube is in which a refrigerant will flow. So that refrigerant is coming from the expansion, and it will move through this evaporator, and the refrigerant will convert into the vapor form. So this is the tube in tube type evaporator. Okay. Now refrigerating pipe system की बात करते हैं. तो ये जो पाइप फिटिंग या पाइप सिस्टम होते हैं, ये दो बेसिस पे होते हैं. फ्रिक्शनल रेजिस्टेंस जो पाइप वॉल ऑफर करता है लिक्विड फ्लो के लिए, वेलोसिटी ऑफ फ्लो के बेसिस पे. ये जो पाइपिंग का डिजाइनिंग या सिलेक्शन होता है, ये दो बेसिस पे होता है. फ्रिक्शनल रेजिस्टेंस ऑफर्ड बाय द पाइप वॉल टू द फ्लो ऑफ लिक्विड एंड द वेलोसिटी ऑफ फ्लो. ओके, सो ये जो डिजाइनिंग होती है, ये इंश्योर, तो दीज आर द पॉइंट्स व्हिच आर फॉलोड फॉर डिजाइनिंग एंड ऑपरेशन ऑफ द रेफ्रिजरेटिंग पाइप. फर्स्ट इज दैट ensure pipe feed of refrigerant to the evaporator. Second, refrigerant line to be so designed that pressure drop is not excessive. Excessive amount of lubricant oil may not be trapped in any part of the system. It should protect the compressor from the loss of refrigerant and lubricating oil. It should prevent liquid refrigerant from entering the compressor during operating, and ideal time it should maintain dry and clean system. Okay. Next is the side glass. तो साइड ग्लास इज यूज्ड एज फॉर द मॉइस्चर इंडिकेटर, लिक्विड इंडिकेटर एंड लिक्विड लेवल इंडिकेटर. मॉइस्चर बताने के लिए, लिक्विड का लेवल क्या है, ये लिक्विड, ये सारी चीज बताने के लिए हमारा साइड. तो ड्रायर की बात करते हैं, तो ड्रायर क्या काम करेगा. ड्रायर अगर हम देखें पर्टिकुलर यहाँ